Hey, what's going on everybody? WD here. Welcome into your Impact review for October 15th, 2014. The show started off with Kurt Angle coming to the ring saying that he saw manipulation in in-ring competition and that he needs to have a talk with Bobby Lashley right now. Lashley comes out. Kurt Angle asked him, "Why'd you say no to Bobby Roode?" And Lashley responded that Roode already had his title shot. And that he got up in Kurt's face and said, "How about you? Do you want a title shot, Kurt?" And Kurt said, "One day we'll fight, and you're going to regret it. But for now, there's a number one contenders match, four corners elimination match to determine the number one contender. And that is going to be between Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Austin Aries, and Bobby Roode." But we see Matt Hardy talking about Jeff getting a title shot whenever Magnus walks up to him and formally introduces himself to him as the man that's beaten Jeff Hardy for a world championship. He calls Matt a cheerleader, and Matt says he's an icon, and he's going to formally introduce himself to him later on that night when they have a match. Next up was Havoc versus Madison Rayne for the Knockouts Championship. This is the second time in a week that Havoc's had to defend her Knockouts title, but she could have done it in a lot worse fashion, I suppose. This was a one-on-one match between Rayne and Havoc. Pretty decent. It started off with Havoc hit Madison a few times. It puts her in a full Nelson. Then she hits a backbreaker before Madison comes back with some forearm shots. They had Madison dominate a little bit in this match, which was kind of a nice break. I do like Havoc, but they're not trying to keep her too dominant, and that's good for all the other knockouts in there. Back and forth, Havoc would use a lot of her power moves. She would ultimately hit her with a clothesline and follow up with a chokeslam for the win, thus continuing her reign as Knockouts champion. Next was Magnus and Matt Hardy, and this match was awesome. It was my favorite match of the night. As you could imagine, Magnus is a very excellent wrestler, and so is Matt Hardy. And when they went at it in the ring, it started off a little slow, and they went outside for a minute and had him ran into the ring post. But nonetheless, Matt Hardy pulled off the side effect. He pulled off his second rope moonsault. Magnus didn't use a whole lot of moves, but he kept it entertaining, and he sold very well in this one. Matt Hardy ultimately caught him with the mid-air twist of fate for the win, and Magnus was trying to cheat in this one too. He tried to grab the rope, and the ref had to warn him. That was before the twist of fate, but then the mid-air twist of fate was the seal of the deal to finish it up. I hope these two get to wrestle again. It was very awesome, very cool to watch. I was entertained at the edge of my seat the entire time. You get a chance, check out this match in its entirety. Very, very fun. So next we have a 6-person intergender tag team match. We had the Bromans and Angelina Love going up against the Menagerie, which was Crazy Steve, Nux, and Rebel. Once this match started, it started off with Angelina Love and Rebel in the ring. So Zia, the Bromans, is standing on the apron, and he reaches through the ropes and smacks Rebel's butt. That causes her to turn around, and she gets attacked by Angelina Love. Nux and Zia end up tagged in the ring together, and Nux ends up grabbing Z and spanking his ass in the ring. It was a dumb spot. I wish they didn't play the Menagerie like this. This could be legitimate for the TNA. But this match was okay. It went back and forth for the most part. Nux was my favorite part of this. He did a cartwheel in the middle of the ring. He's been doing a lot of that kind of stuff. He's very athletic for a big man. With Robbie being out for the Bromans, Jesse and Z are kind of finding relevancy. This match was okay. It was mainly about Crazy Steve and pushing Crazy Steve. He was the one who dominated most of this match. I see a future X Division champion right here in Crazy Steve. But he got on the rope and did a tornado DDT and picked up the win in this one. And I was very thankful this one was over because next was my favorite part of the night. So Ethan Carter comes out, and he's got a new bodyguard with him. And who is it? The former Brodus Clay. Now he's known as Tyrus. He looks like he's in better shape, and he looks like he's ready to be pushed hardcore. I think the WWE screwed up with Brodus, and they let him go too soon before they gave him a legitimate push. But now TNA's got him, so we'll see what they do with him. So Ethan comes to the ring. He says that he had to make a few cuts to acquire Tyrus, and he told Rockstar Spud to see you never. He says he still's got a problem with Bully Ray, and that he's responsible for his aunt's injuries, and he's in the Hall of Fame now, and he wants him removed. But then he says, isn't it kind of funny that the Hall of Fame is like a list of guys that he's beaten? And he started naming them off, and Tyrus was, you know, agreeing after everything he said. Devon comes out and says, all you do is talk shit. And Devon starts approaching the ring to confront Ethan Carter when he's attacked from behind by Bram with a trash can lid. They go to commercial break, and we find out that Devon's been carted off to the back. This was supposed to be a match between EC3 and Devon. Ethan Carter calls it a victory and still says he's undefeated. Now he says, Tyrus, I got a feeling you're going to be undefeated too. So I set something up for you, your first match. And who's he going to wrestle? Oh, shell yeah, Shark Boy. The Shark Boy is seen backstage laying on a couch about a minute after his music is playing. And he's laying on a couch eating donuts, being lazy. And it was funny that they had to go get him and hustle him up and bring him over there to come down to the ramp. So next was Tyrus versus Shark Boy. This match was really cool. I liked it. Clay or Tyrus as he's now known, the former Brodus Clay, he looks sharp. Like I said, I think the WWE really screwed up by letting him go. He obviously destroyed Shark Boy, but that's kind of the whole deal with Shark Boy, is he's a jobber. But nonetheless, Clay's got a big future in TNA. I predict big things for him. I see this definitely working out for him. So congratulations to TNA. Congratulations to Tyrus, Brodus Clay, or his real name George Murdoch, whatever you want to call him. But I'm glad to see that he's there. I kind of had a feeling as soon as he was cut from the WWE, he'd be there. Yeah, now he is. So he's gonna big things planned. He beat Shark Boy. Obviously, he hits him with a T-bone suplex and does like this running chokeslam thing for me. Here's the Four Corners elimination between Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Austin Aries, and Bobby Roode. I really enjoyed this one. These guys put on a hell of a show. They got about 30 minutes to wrestle, and that was very, very cool. WWE doesn't do that, even on their main events. When they get time like that, they're able to come up with a rhythm, get momentum, get established, and make good things happen. Austin Aries, Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Roode. I mean, come on. This match was fucking awesome. Everything that you can imagine happened in this match. Every single move that you could imagine, high-flying badassness. Well, I'll watch this match about 4 more times before I get sick of it, and I still ain't going to get sick of it. Bobby Roode wins, though, guys. He's going to go on to face Bobby Lashley for the title. Now, at this point, I actually do know who's going to win that match. I really do. But I can't say that. I'm not going to drop any spoilers. But because of TNA's tapings, there is a lot of spoilers out there. And let's just say we got a whole new slew of champions coming in our future. So, nonetheless, this was awesome. This was awesome. Eric Young and Jeff Hardy went at it. Jeff Hardy and Austin Aries went at it. Eric Young went at it with both of them, and just on and on and on and on. Bobby Roode is an excellent wrestler, former WWE talent. They should have kept him, but again, just like Brodus Clay, they let talent go before they know what they're doing with them. But nonetheless, we're going to see the official contract signing next week between Bobby Roode and Bobby Lashley for the World Heavyweight Championship. So for shout-outs, I want to say thanks to Full Review. Awesome videos, make smokeless tobacco reviews, check them out. He's very good. NFL Predictor 316, accurate NFL predictions. I believe it was like 32-4 last couple weeks. So check him out. He's real good also. The Kansas Dipper, he's entertaining. He does smokeless tobacco and rants. And I also want to give a shout out to the Facebook page, Facebook community, Pro Wrestling Chat. Aaron Howard, its member, approved me to be there. He likes my post. He subscribed to the channel, and I appreciate that. And I will continue to post my videos there on that community. So if you're on Facebook, go check them out. Pro Wrestling Chat. They're excellent. They're fun. There's a lot of members there that post a lot of fun and interesting things. So give them a check out. I appreciate you watching, and I'm out.